Albania, and wanted to give you a little taste of my view. Unfortunately, I'm a long ways walking distance from it, but the overlooking view is really nice, and I am looking forward to getting down into that water. So I'm going to explore the city. Had a long day of traveling to get here, and see what we can find in Saranda. I do always like to get off the beaten path a little bit and explore around the neighborhoods that I'm staying in, and this time I'm staying about halfway up the hill. When I booked it, I didn't realize it was so far away, but I wanted to get a kind of a view of a, more normal neighborhood in one of these cities. This is a tourist town, and I just like to see how folks really live. Everybody's got all their laundry hanging out, because most of the time in Eastern Europe, really in general, especially the southern portion of Eastern Europe, they do have like spin washers inside the house, but they hang dry, they don't dry. You got the heat, so it helps, but also to save money on electricity. All right, let's see what else we can find in one of these back neighborhoods. Got another building on these back streets going down into town. I can't tell if it's been abandoned or not. Like the ruins of a 5th or 6th century synagogue or basilica. Couldn't really read the whole thing on the sign, but kind of neat right here. Getting down towards the boardwalk. And they got some fountains and things here across the street. Like a little park. Bunker right here on the main drag of Saranda, right across from the beach. when you short-term travel, or at least when I short-term travel, which pretty means I'm only going to be in a place for 1, 2, 3 days, maybe 4 or 5, you make mistakes. And right now, I'm paying for one of those mistakes. As you can see, there's an incredibly long hill that I have to go up. Very steep. And I've already come from, I don't even think you can see it, all the way back down to where the ocean is. So, the mistake I made, I'm going to get a little out of the traffic, so I'll actually have some sound on this thing. So, when I was booking the current accommodation, I'm only here for 2 nights, I made 2 big mistakes. One, I misguesstimated where it was in regards to the city, and it's a long ways out for walking, and there's no public transportation, no taxis around, so I'm basically huffing it on foot. And what in the world is this interesting thing? I'm gonna have to come back and investigate that. I'm gonna go up here a little bit. So, again, it's 2 nights. And I could have searched around frantically and tried to find a taxi, but I decided to use it as an opportunity to use it to make a video, to talk about it. Plus, every time that I work out like this and walk for about an hour, I'm going to remember that the next time I'm booking places, be a little bit more careful. And the other mistake I made was the internet. I asked the person how much the speed was, and they told me, generally I've never had much of a problem if they tell me something on there, but this time I did. It wasn't that they were untruthful. I honestly think they just didn't understand. They're older, so got weak internet at the place too. Somebody's coming to drop the trash off behind me. A detour. So anyhow, very noisy people. Of course, they live here and I don't. So when I slow travel, one of those are just a couple things that I look for, because being far out of the city center, if you're doing filming, if you need to get around, in other words, you're not really working, then it's kind of a pain in the butt. And transportation costs can outweigh any costs that you have unless you're going to be able to rent a car, which I am renting a car, but not at this place. I'm renting it at the next place that I'm going, because I was going to be a little bit out of the city, plus I want to go see some outlying areas. So anyway, that's just my thoughts. I'm going to start walking again.